Hi everybody, welcome to yet another stream. So let's continue with the land grab village overview. We are looking into my huge mega hood or uberhood town, which is StrangeRonaView, which is Early Strangetown, Early Pleasantview, and Veronaville all together, and also a land grab village, which is Bluewater Village, but with no Sims, just the land grab family added in. So let's go check the Pleasants first. I think I read their bio before in the last stream. So basically what happened was Athena, which is the twin sister of Apollo, and they are both the children of Chloe Singles and AJ Lona. Athena here, she started a relationship with Elliot, and I forgot to mention you guys that there was like a triangle with Mina, I think Mina or Gina, before with Elliot. So before Athena came along, Elliot did date Gina and Mina Caliente, or Lothario, how you call it, because they are, Gina and Mina are the children of Nina Caliente and Don Lothario. So he did have a relationship with them, and he started like a relationship with another, and then cheated with the other, and then Gina actually cheated on him in the end. So basically he was dating Mina, but cheated with Gina, and then Gina cheated on him, and he was left alone, and then Athena came along. A lot of complications, yeah, I know, lots of serial complications happening there, but yeah, they started a relationship together. Athena got pregnant with Luna here. I thought, they're gonna end up together, but at the time Athena was a romance sim. I'm not sure if she's now one as well, but I think probably she still is. But she was a romance sim, and she just wanted to live her life, so she kind of got a midlife crisis, or not really midlife because she was an adult, but an adult crisis, okay? And she went to live with AJ, the clone of AJ Loner, so AJ lost. Yeah, very complicated. So she went there, and they had a kind of an open relationship, and Elliot was left alone to raise Luna with Athena's father and, Luna's grandfather, which is James Everard. And James Everard is the husband, I think they're boyfriend and girlfriend of Lola Singles. Oh my god, did I say Chloe before? Like Chloe was Athena's mom? No, it was Lola, okay? I get very confused with twins. I'm gonna go inside and show you guys on the tree, because that's probably better than me inducing you in error. So yeah, and then Athena came back after a few years, when Luna was a teen. She came back, and they reconciliated their romance, went back together, and Elliot was really happy because he always loved her. And although he tried to have other relationships, that never worked out because he was in love with Athena yet. And he was very quick to accept her back. But Luna, it's kind of resenting her mom, left all these years, left her and dad alone. So it's kind of complicated situation. She is, you guys can see here, now on a romance relationship panel, she's in love and dating Henry Cap. And Henry Cap is the son of Otto Cap, and Otto is the only child of I don't know her name. Do I know her name? It's not Albany, it's the other ones. Cornwall and the other girl. Oh my god, I just forgot. But yeah, we are going to look into them very soon as well. So yeah, we have here Lola. Yep, so Lola is the daughter of Partnation Technician 9 and Glarn Curious, but she was raised by Glabe. So it was, I think, the first wife or girlfriend of Glarn. So she raised Lola and Chloe, and later Johnny and Jill, like I mentioned before. So yeah, So Lola and Chloe are actually the half sisters of Jenny and Pascal and Vidkund and Laszlo. Okay, so Lola here had two children, two twin babies with James Everard, and that was Athena and Apollo. Apollo, I didn't mention before, is married to Elijah, the other twin of Elliot here. Yep. So Elijah and Elliot both married the single twins. So yeah. So she had a child with Elliot, Athena, which was Luna, and now later on she got pregnant again and had Orion and Gaia. So yeah, James is still here. He is very close to dying. I think Chloe is long gone. Lola is long gone, my god. And also Chloe, yeah. But yeah, he does have a relationship with Isabella Goth, but I don't find that very important, you know. And Regina, for some reason she has Regina as well. He has it Regina as well. But some kind of, you know, romances I don't really care much or give too much importance, because ACR is just crazy in my game and just do things that I don't want it to do. So yeah. Let me look into his lifetime want. I think his lifetime want was to be head of SIA, and he didn't manage that. But let me look into the spreadsheet. So Elliot here, he's family A, so family A being a strict parent, and he's romance B, so he is a hopeless romantic. He really was looking for the one, and he found on Athena. So yeah, James Everard here is actually popularity A, so he's a good sim, he's a people person, and he's romance A, so serial romance is not. I think he never cheated much. I think on his life, I think he had some tendencies to cheat, but he never did cheat. He was very into his family, I think it's because he was, you know, his first aspiration was popularity A, so a good sim, you know, like very nice sim. So I think he never like went into the serial romancer aspiration much. He wanted to become a rock god. He did not fulfill that lifetime want, but it does have platinum aspiration. That happens after a while as well if you have like a very happy life. Elliot, he wanted to max out 5 skills. He did that indeed. And then we have Athena, my girl. My girl is pleasure B, so she's a hedonist, and popularity A. She's actually a good sim as well, and that kind of surprised me when I, you know, started using this system. She wants to make 100 flower arrangements. That did not happen yet. And then we have Luna. I love Luna. She's family A, strict parent, just like her father, Elliot. And she's fortune A, which is good. It's refreshing. She's a hard worker. She wants to work hard, have a career and all that for the things that she has in life. She doesn't want to, you know, marry rich or anything like that. She wants to do her own work, which is pretty good. She wants to reach the career top of a job and have 2 children in high places. So she will probably have 2 children with Avery. Now, let me go. Do I have anything else to show? I don't think so. I think that was basically what happened. Really, Luna here is gonna end up with Angry. Usually the pairings I do when they're teens are the parents that stay. You know, once they have kids, I usually, you know, make them be together, and I think it's perfect. You know, they have 2 bolts and stuff, so I think Luna will be with Angry. Yep. So now let's go for my favorite family. I'm not saying of all the neighborhood, but it's one of my favorite families. I like the land grabs now. I did read the bio before, so I think we start with I like 2 generations behind, I think. So I've already played a few generations with the land grab. So we have here, I will show you guys, is Malcolm Landgrab 5. So I started off with Margaret Landgrab and Malcolm Landgrab 3. It was not Malcolm Landgrab 4, as I usually do with Bluewater Village. So I started with Malcolm Landgrab 3. They had one child, which I named, obviously, Malcolm Landgrab 4. And he then met Fleur Landgrab, and they had another boy, Malcolm Landgrab 5. And now Malcolm met Alma, and they are married. And Alma, I believe it's a much older sim than Malcolm. So they had a hard time getting pregnant, like a lot, I believe. But they did, and they got pregnant with twins, which I'm so excited about. And we have here Amelia Landgrab, and we have Malcolm Landgrab 6. Okay, so he's gonna be the heir, Malcolm. So yeah, I don't know if you guys know the story of the Landgrabs. Landgrabs are kind of like criminal inclined Sims family. They are, you know, they go after businesses and plots of lands and stuff, and in the most mischievous ways, I think, like not very clean ways, I would say. And so that's the story of this family. What kind of job? Yeah, so Fleur here was the media magnate, and I think that is the business career, right? Is it the business career? I'm very confused. Oh no, it's not. She was a journalist. Oh yeah, she was a journalist. Okay, she was a journalist. Yeah, business tycoon is the level 10 of the business career. My God, what am I doing? So she reached the top of the journalism career, and it was her lifetime want as well. So yeah, that's great. Then we have here my girl Alma. She wants to do what? Perform 50 paid salon makeovers. Yeah, they do have a salon. I showed a bath spa kind of business, and it's level 10, which is really, really good. Malcolm, my boy here, I think he's in a science career, is he? Yeah, he's a mad scientist. He wants to have 4 grandchildren, but was it his lifetime want? I think it's his lifetime want. Yep, 4 grandchildren he wants to have. May happen. We'll see. So let me look into yeah, he wants to have 4 grandchildren as his lifetime one, which did not happen yet. So Fleur is actually a romance bee, and she's a hopeless romantic then in popularity, eh? So she is a people's person, so friend of the world. She's really good. And Malcolm 5 is actually a family A, strict parent, which is so perfect, and romance B, so hopeless romantic as well, like his mother Fleur. Alma is a romance B, hopeless romantic as well, and fortune B. And fortune B, it's let me see how to explain that. I think she's the first sim that is fortune B, because usually everyone is a hard worker, so fortune A, but she actually is the first sim being a shady fortune sim. So she hates working, but wants to be rich. So she goes like, her thing is like theft, sugar daddy, corruption, all that thing. It's up to her. So I saw like kind of their relationship like that. She just wanted a good life, lots of money, and she came across Malcolm here, and well, it was her solution, because they don't have a lot of a good relationship. I mean, not a lot of attraction towards each other. And Malcolm, I think he was, I don't know, he was I think alone at the time, or he had a hard time finding someone as well, although you see he has a good relationship with Yuki, like a very good relationship with relationship, I would say relationship, attraction, and he wants to have another child. That's not gonna happen, son. She's already at the end of her life, so I don't think she will be able to give any more children, and let's stop with the want for grandchildren Fleur as well, okay? So they live in the land grab mansion that you find in Bluewater Village. I did get a loan, so I could buy it in the beginning, and that was hard to do. I never finished, never completed. So the loan stayed with Malcolm Landgrab 3, and his ghost was like roaming around a lot and always receiving interest. So then I decided to just move his grave away because that was just bothering me. That, their loan was getting more and more expensive to pay. So I would think that was like real life, when you die, if you have an insurance, when you die, that your house gets paid. Is like how it happens here in Portugal. In some specific insurance. I don't know if you can do that anymore, but in the past you could. So I think that's what happened with the land grabs. Malcolm died and his loan was automatically paid. So that the loan did not carry over for the other Malcolms. So let's go and get into Early Pleasantview. So excited. So excited for this. So you can maybe tell that there aren't a lot of lots that I added and not a lot of families as well. I try to keep my families very, short, not have a lot of babies. So yeah, who should we look into first? Maybe the newbies. I did talk about them a little bit. So the newbies settled in a broke house, and life has been drama-free ever since. The younger generation, though, seems to have something else in mind. Tina just wants a huge number of babies, but never wants to settle down. Meanwhile, Robbie is a hedonist, dating girls left and right. What future coincidence will their choices produce? Okay, so we did talk about Gina before. Do you guys remember? She is the twin sister of Mina. Mina died right after her children were born. And that was Adam and Sarah's. So they were the kids of, oh my god, it's a blank of, not Loki, was it Loki? No, the kids of, oh my god, Adam, was it Adam? Very confused. No, Adam, oh my god, I have to go into the tree because it's very troublesome. But, yeah, she is a twin sister of Mina. Mina died after giving birth to Star and Sky. And she was the girlfriend, wife of Adam. And Adam was the twin brother of Ceres. And Adam and Ceres were the kids of Loki Beaker and Caleb Singos. My god, I have to take a breath. So yeah, so she kind of dated, like I mentioned before, Elliot, and they had like a triangle, Gina, Mina, and Elliot, but then Gina cheated on Elliot, and that kind of drifted both like all away. Mina did meet Adam, and falls her life, died and all that, and Gina here met Joe Newby, and Joe Newby, is actually the brother of Brandy and son of Bob and Patty Newby. Yeah, and the reason he's a vampire, it's because I just figured that out like long after Brandy was dead, and I had to have a reason for him to be alive still, so I just made him a vampire. He was a vampire this whole time. That's why he never died and never got old. And yeah, so he did met Gina, and they have 2 kids together. One is adopted, and that is Robbie. And Robbie is a twin baby clone baby of Brandy Broke. I know. So Brandy did work with Michael Pashler, the scientist of Pleasantview, and he was like creating clones, as you remember. And she wanted she needed money, so she got impregnated with her own clone kind of thing. And yeah, Robbie came along like much later in the second batch of clones that were released from the lab, and now he's here, and he was adopted by Gina and Joe because he was a newbie as well, and because he was a child at the time, so someone had to take care of him. So I was like, this is perfect. And then Gina fell pregnant and had Tina. Okay, my Tina girl here. So yep, let me look into the lifetime ones. I think she did completely, yeah, she wanted to be a celebrity chef. She did manage that. And Robbie here, I think his lifetime want is what? Have 20 simultaneous best friends. It's kind of hard, but we can try. And Joe, I think he wanted to win a lot of money, and he did that. So now he has another lifetime want. My Tina girl here, she wants to have 15 simultaneous lovers. I believe she's a serial romancer, but let's look into the aspirations in the spreadsheet. So let me go up. So Joe is a popularity A, so he's a friend of the world, and pleasure A, modest enjoyer. So it's okay, he's kind of balanced. And Gina is popularity A, so she's a good sim as well, people person, and fortune A, so she's a hard worker. Robbie, he's pleasure B, so he's a hedonist, and romance A, so a serial romancer. So he has all the bad sides of the pleasure and romance aspiration. That's why, that I mentioned that in the bio, because he just, wants to date girls left and right, and go overboard with the pleasures of life. So like buy lots of things, and just don't go to work. And he's not very responsible. So he slept with both the Pleasant twins, Eliza and Beth. I did talk about them before. And they're both pregnant. But only one got pregnant with him. The other one got pregnant with Dino, Dreamer. But they are just head over heels over him, because they are hopeless romantics, and they thought Robbie would be the one for them, and since they are very alike, they like the same guy, they are pregnant at the same time and all that. And that's the story of Eliza and Beth, and I'm drifting a little bit, but they are into Robbie. Robbie Burke, yeah. Then we have Tina, and Tina is a romance A as well. So she's a serial romancer and family B. So this girl here, she just wants to have a lot of babies and just date billions of people. So she basically just wants to have kids with different parents and stuff left and right. So I think it's going to be her future, right? So that's why she wants to have 15 simultaneous lovers. Does she have a relationship with anybody yet? Yeah, she does have with Bentley. And this kind of one here, good steady with Bentley, it does surprise me. And Bentley, I believe, is the twin brother of Benjamin, I think. Is it Benjamin? I think Benjamin. And he's the son of Bennett and Haley Cap. And Bennett is Bennett Monty. My God, I'm going to show you guys in Veronaville what I mean later on. So they are living in the original Burke household, with a lot of renovations for me. And yeah, that's basically it. They just live on this house here. They're pretty boring family to play out, to be honest. Now it's getting a little bit more exciting, but yeah. Because, having vampires, I can't do much with them either. And they're always immortal, so I don't know what the future of Joe will be, but we'll see. And should we go for the Lotharios, maybe? So we have here it does not look like the Lothario. It's not actually the Lotharios, because Lotharios are kind of gone. So this is Onyx Goth, and this is Caitlin Goth now, Landrock. So if you guys knew, Caitlin did die in the pandemic of Pleasantview, the beginning rounds. But she's here, she's back. So let's look into the bio. Onyx's whole life revolved around being the perfect sim wizard so he could protect the Goth heirs. His mother, Bella Goth, taught him the ways of the light and even gave him the perfect bride so he could breed more offsprings to follow in his footsteps. Will Onyx keep on following his deceased mother's wishes, or will he rebellion in the end? And will his children have a mind of their own, or will they honor the same life mission as their dad? So let's get into So Onyx here was an abduction baby. So Bella Goth, before she became an elder, she got impregnated by aliens, and that was totally unexpected. And I was like, okay, this could work out. This could work out. And there was that story with the clone of Bella. The clone of Bella, Flameth. She hates the gods like a lot, and she always tries to unlive them kind of way, or make their life very hard and stuff. So that is like what I was trying to say in the bio, and Bella kind of the explanation for Onyx was that Bella asked the help of the aliens so she could breed another sim to protect her own children. So Onyx here is kind of a goth, but not really. It's kind of sad. Like, his whole existence is based on saving the goths from Flameth, Bella Goth's clone, to protect them. So he's not really considered a true goth from the gods. He's not considered a brother or sister or anything. He just lived to be of service, and that's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. He's actually the first time that I did edit his personality, so he was very grouchy. And because I wanted him to be very nice, because you have to be very nice to be doing that kind of thing with your life, like sacrificing your life for other sims. So I made Bella Goth influence him to just be nice, and that took a lot of work actually. But now he's level 10 nice, and before I think he was level 0. He was grouchy, just plain grouchy, and now he's not anymore. So yeah, and he's a good warlock, like his mother. Bella Goth basically trained him all his life to be the perfect sim. She teaches him magic, so he could protect the gods and all that, and even brought Caitlyn back to life, which was kind of dark magic, but she did. So he could not, he was not alone, and he could breed other offsprings, other generations, so they could protect the gods as they also go through their generations. So yeah, I do love Onyx so much. Really, I do. And I don't think they have a good relationship. Oh, they do have a good relationship together, yeah. But they have different personalities, different aspirations, I mean. Onyx is kind of a serial romancer, yup. And Caitlyn is not. So Caitlyn is a teenager, yep. She's pregnant again, because I don't know, she just keeps on popping babies, and I don't know where I'm gonna put them. But yeah, she's pregnant again. She just ended up having little Anna here, Anna Goth, and we have Austin. And I think she's Anna because of Ileana, yeah. So I did name the baby Anna because of her mother, Ileana. And we have Austin here because of her father, Dustin. So yeah. So you guys know that Ileana had a sister, Zelda May. I did mention the story back on the first overview, so I don't think I'm gonna repeat it. But her father was like cheating on her mom with her aunt Zelda, kind of thing, and she died in the beginning. She had one brother, Parker, and Parker he was gay, and had like a baby with the clone of Darlene Dreamer, so Darla Dreamer, and he was gay, just like didn't like her, but they were kind of forced into it by Ileana because she wanted a grandson. So yeah, Kay came to be, but tragically he died as well. So yeah, without any offspring. So the only living Landmark here is now Caitlyn, and she's just producing babies left and right. So let's look into their aspirations. Let me see his lifetime wants. Did he fulfill any? Not yet. I think he's still the same. Have 10 good vacation trips. He wants to travel. So let me see. He's pleasure A, so he's modest enjoyer, but he's romance A. So serial romancer. He wants to become a rock god. I think probably I changed their lifetime want and did not change in the spreadsheet yet, because he did not complete that. He was music level 2 piano tuner. Let me see in the game, because I did not update my spreadsheet for some families, so might be the case. Oh no, he's a summer camp music teacher, level 4. Caitlin obviously is unemployed. She's just like popping babies left and right. In her lifetime want, it's to reach golden anniversary, which does it look the same in the spreadsheet? Yep, indeed. Okay. So I think that is it. They had a cat. Do they have a cat still? Rose, I think she's gone. I think she died last round, Rose. So yeah, I know she's here. Oh my god. Sorry guys, because I'm going like through the spreadsheet and then going back in game, and it does take a while to load. So that is it. They live here on the old house of Don Lotario. So this is the Calientes condo. I think the Don Lotario condo is this one. This is the Calientes condo, but Don Lotario did live here with Nina and Dina when he was a teenager, and Flamenco as well. Their parent, not Don's parent, their parent, Nina and Dina. So they all lived here. So he came back from university, Don, and he moved in again. And then Nina joined. Then they had their kids and stuff. And Nina died. Don became an elder. He married Bella Goth. Yep, the real Bella Goth, and they became Bella and Don Lothario. Got abducted, all that stuff. Onyx came along, and so now Onyx stayed, inherited this house. Which is not too much, I really don't know where I'm gonna put them now, because 3 kids is just too much, Caitlin, too much. But yeah, the story with Caitlin, it was a way to recover the Landmarks line here. My goal is to interline all the families of every town, and I think I already did that. Now that we're adding the Landmarks back. So yep. Let me see what else. Maybe the grants. I did talk about the grants before. Rip and his wife, Ellie, have lived a peaceful life since Rip decided to move to Pleasantview and leave his roots behind. Although they are grants, their point of views on life are totally different from their family in Strangetown. Now their days are coming to an end. They just want to enjoy each other's company and hope their daughter keeps making the right choices in life as well. So this is the first son of Buzz Grant. He moved away to Pleasantview. I didn't mention that. He married Ali Grant because he loved her. It was not an arranged marriage, as Grants usually do. And they had one daughter, Leah, because she was named after Lila Grant, her grandmother. And Leah is now with Morty Curious back in Strangetown and has 2 kids, Caspian and Cassius. And Morty Curious is the son of Isabella Goth, which is the half-sister of Cassandra Goth and Alexander Goth. And she is the daughter of the Bella clone, the clone of Bella, and Mortimer Goth. Very complicated, I know. But we can look into it in the family tree so you guys have an idea as well. So, yeah. Let me see their aspirations. I think they're cute, balanced babies. Hopeless romantic babies, not romance babies. So, let me see. Rip. Yeah, they are, Rip is family A, so a strict parent, and popularity A, so friend of the world. And Ali here, she's a romance B, hopeless romantic, and fortune A, hard worker. So Rip here, he is a good sim. he just wanted to have a child, children, and make them thrive, and wants to be a good sim. He's almost dying as well. He just wanted to be. He's just good. He's a good sim in the neighborhood. And she's a hopeless romantic. Just wanted to be with the one, and hard worker. She wants to work hard for the things that she owns. So they're very balanced sims. Very nice as well. So we have here the tree, the grunts. So Lila and Buzz, and all the story with Chip, and Stella. I did mention that on the first overview, and I think on the last one as well. So yeah, and then we have Leah, and she had the kids with Morty, Isabella, Laszlo, all that good stuff. I did mention that. I did talk about them, like this Isabella side before, so I'm not going to go too much into it because I'm never going to end if I keep on repeating myself. So that is it. So they now live here in Pleasantview, and they can die here most likely. Meanwhile, their only child, Leah, is in Strangetown now. So yeah, they're pretty nice to play. They're very chill. They don't do much. They're very happy already. So, so those are the grunts of Pleasantview. And newbie, we went. Let's go for the gods or the Brogues. No, maybe the Brogues better than we end up with the gods. So the Brogues. There always has been a dark aura that followed the Brogues around. Generations have gone by, and they still are known for their sneaky, mischievous behavior and deals around the neighborhood. Now that their youngest offspring is of extraordinary IQ, what kind of an impact will he create in the town? So the Brogue/Pleasants were very kind of gothic sims to me. I think it started with Lilith and Dustin. So they were kind of like had tattoos and wore black clothes and stuff, very like that. They were into, I believe, the criminal career or something like that. And the generations that came after were also like that. So I have Kara here, and Kara is the only child of Dustin and Lilith, I believe. She's almost an elder. She's on her underwear, yeah. So Lilith did end up with Dustin and had Kara, and Kara is actually with her grandfather's clone, Skipper. So Skipper here is the clone of Skip Brook. He came along on the second batch of clones that were released from the lab, and he fell in love with his granddaughter, genetic granddaughter, Kara. So, and he had a child, which is Connor. And if you guys notice their names, Kara, Connor, and stuff, it's from that game, Detroit Become Human. I do love that game, and I just started naming them after them. So Kara here does not work, but she does have, I think she does have some businesses, that we saw also before, which is like the clothing store and the restaurant. Skip here, he's a celebrity chef. He has retired. I think, was it his lifetime? No, he wanted to become a professional party guest. She, on the other hand, I think she wants to have 3 top-level businesses, and I think that's what I'm trying for. And Connor, my boy, he wants to get abducted 10 times and learn from aliens. So I'm gonna try to do this meanwhile he's a teen, so he doesn't have babies. I don't think teens can get babies, alien babies. But if I cannot fulfill that before he becomes an adult, he will probably be alien impregnated. So yeah, he's very, very nice. I don't think he has he doesn't have any relationship with anybody. Let me look into their aspirations now. So let me see. So we've got Skipper, and Skipper is family A, so strict parent, and popularity B. So he's a public enemy. That's why that kind of sneaky behavior on Pleasantsburg's. Kara is a pleasure A, so modest enjoyer, and popularity B as well, so public enemy as well. Lots of public enemy sims here. And my baby Conan is knowledge B, so he's an evil scientist, and popularity B, so also a public enemy, so he's really bad. Connor will be really bad, and I'm very excited for that. So, yep, that is it. That is it with the Brooks Pleasance. Nothing much, I think, happened, besides that granddaughter and, grandchild kind of situation, cloning situation. So, yeah, I'm very excited for the things to come. So, yep, I think we have a picture here. Look, we have a picture here of Dustin and Lilith when they were teens. Oh my god. So cute. They live in a pleasant household. This house came in the Early Pleasantview when you download it. I didn't do anything to it. So, yep. Let us look into the gods. Now, so we kind of have two gods, right? We have two gods, and if you guys notice, we have two goth manors. So one I downloaded, which is the white one, you can see that is a remodel that you can find on Mod Sims, I do believe. I don't remember who built the house, I'm sorry, but yeah. And this is the original goth manor that came in the town. So we've got two goth families, and the White House here, it's where the new goths live, so the younger generation of goths, and this is where the older generation of goths lives in. So in the old generation we have Alexander and Lucy goths. So yeah, Lucy is the daughter of Jennifer goth, obviously, and John Burb. Jennifer Goth? Oh my god, not Jennifer Goth, Jennifer Burb. And did you guys remember what happened on the first overview? Like, that was that story that John died very young after Lucy was born, and it was right after the marriage of Jennifer and John. So Jennifer did got pregnant before marrying John, and it was like really bad because Tiffany, she was very strict. Tiffany is John's mom. She lived with them, and she always disliked Jennifer, like really made her life a living hell, because she always thought Jennifer was not the one for John, that he deserved better than a career woman like Jennifer. And she disproved very much when she got pregnant of Lucy, really, really much, because she got pregnant without marrying, John before. Like, they did it before marrying, and that was like unacceptable for her, for Tiffany. So then they got married, and Jennifer thought, it's gonna be like the answer, like she's gonna like me now, she will forgive me now. But John died, and things just got worse. Tiffany just made Jennifer's life a living hell. She loved Lucy though, like real much. She loved Lucy very much, but because of all this kind of dysfunctional family, kind of childhood life, Lucy was not very stable herself once she grew up to an adult. So yeah, so then Tiffany died, Jennifer and Lucy lived together. I think Jennifer never remarried or anything, she just raised Lucy up. I guess Tiffany's words stayed with her, that she was not good enough for nobody, kind of thing. Sad. Jennifer had a hard life, yeah. And Lucy grew up, and she just started romancing Sims left and right. So she was in a triangle with Alexander Goth here, and his best friend Bo Broke. And even after choosing Alexander, she just kept on like cheating him left and right, and he knew, but he loved Lucy so much that he just didn't care they didn't care a lot. But they did end up having a child, and the child was Xander here, this baby, which is so much like Alexander. Like, yeah. So they didn't end up having a child, but it was their only child. And now that they are elders, Lucy kind of woke up. Kind of was like, you know what, Alexander, I choose you. But Alexander, on the other hand, is like going through a life crisis, you know, and all the neglect that Lucy gave him all these years is just not, he was not very happy. So when Lucy finally decided on him, he was like with somebody else, like on the back, just like Lucy was before. And that somebody else is this girl over here, which is Danielle. And Danielle actually got pregnant, so Alexander does have a child out of marriage, just like his father, Mortimer, that had, Isabella. He also had Cassiopeia. So a lot of Cassandra references, I know. So Lucy is like, I want my husband back, and Alexander is like, I don't know, he's like torn between one and the other, I guess. Like he's enjoying his life now. Like woohoo left and right with Danielle, and Lucy is kind of like, yeah. So I don't know what I will do with them. I actually think Danielle is not to settle down. I think Lucy would probably, pay her some money and be like, go live your life, you deserve better than this kind of thing. But not because she cares for Danielle, but because she wants her husband back. So I think Danielle, she's a romance sim, she's a serial romance. I think she would do that, and she just doesn't want to raise a child and, have settle down and all that. But she does love money, I believe. I don't know, I'm not sure. Let's look into their aspirations and look. But first, let's look into the bio. Alexander pursued Lucy all his life. That's what I talked about. But she always had her eyes on some other person. Even after having a child together, she still didn't want to fully commit to him. Yeah, that was true. She did refuse his marriage proposal, I believe. Now that they are elders, she seems to suddenly have decided on Alexander. But now it's him that seems to have went through a midlife crisis resulting in baby Cassiopeia. Is it too late for them? And what is the future of little Cassiopeia and Alexander's most recent fling? So, yeah, that is it. Let me look into their aspirations a little bit. I think I probably most likely did not update the... Or did I? Spreadsheet here. Oh, I didn't. I don't know what Danielle is yet. I didn't wrote it down. Sorry. But I think she was romance. She was a serial romancer, I believe so. But Alexander, yeah. I think he was a serial romancer as well. I'm not very sure. But I think he was on the wrong side of the romance aspiration. Unfortunately, I did not write it down correctly. But yeah, he's a serial romancer. And I think he's modest enjoyer or a hedonist. I'm not sure. And she is actually a strict parent, I believe. And she is... I think a public enemy. She's not very nice. Yeah, she's public enemy, Lucy. So yeah, I think that's why she's going to convince Danielle to just leave and not get into this life. She is totally a romance sim, and she is public enemy as well. I believe she's not a good sim as well. So yeah, and we have little Cassiopeia here, which is so cute. And then we have Kiki and Kiko, the dogs. Doberman dogs. So sadly I did not wrote what their aspirations are, but I do remember that Alexander is a serial romancer and also Danielle. So that makes up for the story. And Lucy kind of woke up now and is like strict parent, so wants like the perfect family and all that, get married and all that stuff. So yeah. That is it. I think not much else to say. Yup. So that is the scandal with the gods. The latest scandal, which is basically the Broke scandal, with Bo Broke and his wife and the mistress, Jasmine. So, yeah. So then we have the other gods, the younger gods. So after the mysterious disappearance of their twin boys, Xander and Mona have decided to try for another baby. They recently welcomed, their baby girl, Bellatrix, and they couldn't be more happy, or rather terrified as well. Will the story repeat itself, or will fate bring upon the last heir some protection at last? So, the reason, sorry about the honking. So the reason why, my gosh, like people are honking like a lot here. So what I wanted to say about the gods is, they have more children than you're seeing. They have two other children called Alex and Alexei, and I'm gonna show you now in the family tree. They are the babies here, and recently they had Mona. And what happened was they were taken away. They were taken away from them, and they were taken away by Flameth gods. Yup. So they are in the town, but they are very far away. Nobody knows where they are actually. Like the gods don't know. And Flameth, it was like a kind of mini revenge that she worked on the gods. She took the kids away, and that's why Mona and Xander and Mona are terrified with the birth of Bellatrix, because they are very afraid that the story will repeat itself, and she will disappear. So Bellatrix is named after Bella, obviously, but I love her name, really. I loved when I came up with the name. I was like, wow, this is a masterpiece. This is a masterpiece. So let's look into their aspirations. So Xander here, my boy, he is, let me look pretty quickly. Xander is a pleasure A, so a modest enjoyer and popularity B. So he's kind of a mini public enemy. He wanted to become an education minister, which it did fulfill. And Mona is a knowledge B, so bad scientist, evil scientist, and public enemy. So they kind of like bad goths in a way. So I guess they could fight back Bella, the clone of Bella. Mona is actually the daughter of Romeo Monte and a Desdemona. Cap, yep. So yeah, I will look more into it later. They had a second child called Roman, but he died when he was very little. So yeah, Romeo and Desdemona got together, had Mona. That's why she's named Mona, Desdemona, her mom. So this is the story of the younger gods. Not much into it, not much. What did she want to be? She lost a bunch, yeah. She lost the babies. I think her lifetime want was this one, yeah. To maximize influence and use it 100 times. She's like a public enemy, so she wants to be very influenceable. In fact, influencing, sorry. So he's education minister level 10. I think she's in the dance career, yeah. Dance video star level 5. Because I think it's fitness her hobby. Yep, very exciting. So let's go into the last household. So excited. Let's get into it. So the last household, I'm glad it turned out this way, is this one here. And this is Flemeth Goth and her children. So if you guys know, Flemeth is actually the clone of Bella Goth. She ended up with Mortimer, had Isabella, then she got kicked out from the house. And she got kicked out from the house, and then she met later on life Loki Pika, and they brought the clone of nervous subject back into like life as a zombie, and Loki did end up dying of old age, and nervous subject as well, and she was left alone, you know, and she decided to just kidnap a bunch of kids, and one of those kids were Alex and Alexei, and she has other kids, Chloe and Marsha and Orlando, which are, you know, towny kids. And she now has 2 dogs, Hera and Zeus, and she's living her best life, you know, with the kids. She's gonna raise them up, and I think she has a preference for one of the twin boys, the ghost twin boys, which is Alex. They're really in good terms, and he's gonna follow on Flamette's footsteps and become a warlock, a evil warlock. Meanwhile, his brother is kind of like a good one, good sim, and he's like, he hates kind of her, not hates, but he knows that it's not their mom, you know, and he's like trying always to make Alex wake up and be like, no, this is not okay. We need to get back to our families. We need to find, you know, our family, who we are actually. But Alex is like, no, this is who I am, kind of thing. Like, it's gonna be what I think is gonna happen in the future. So yeah, they live in this huge house here, which is like an orphanage that I did download. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm very excited to play this family. Yeah, and all these kids, I can't wait for them to be teens and start having relationships around town and, you know, dealing with magic and stuff. So yep, this is it for my Early Pleasantview. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it wasn't too confusing, and I hope to see you on another video that I do make. We only have one neighborhood left, which is Veronaville. So yeah, I'm very excited. Okay, see you. Bye bye. Thank you for watching and being here for me. Bye bye.